Hello and welcome on in, everybody. There's a couple days left in the New World Beta, and I've just been playing a ton of PvP, trying to get as much as I can in before we won't be able to play for a month. And I got a couple good fights that I wanted to share with you guys on this second last day here. Of course, if you guys want to check this build out, there's a link to it down below in the description, and be sure to check out my New World site, pvpnewworld.com. And let's not waste any more time, get right into that PvP commentary. As you guys can see, we've got 3 purple players chasing us. Actually, 4 purple players, one in the back there, chasing us around here. They actually kind of snuck up on me because we were just hiding in the bush, and they can't actually see your PvP symbol if you're crouched in a bush like that. But needless to say, we've just been applying the dots with the Fire Staff Gap Closer and trying to put as much bleed on with the Tondo as possible. And we're just kind of kiting these guys out. There we go for the Tondo bleed right away into the evade. A nice cancel there, and we break a bit of space. Go for the Fire Staff Gap Closer. One player, very low hit points there, and he's not healing up. There we see actually the burn on the Fire Staff taking him down, and then I just hit him with a quick light attack to finish him off. Go for the Gap Closer back through these guys again. This player here, unfortunately, goes for his riposte, and I go for an attack on it, but I quickly cancel with the evade, and we actually end up dodging his riposte using that. And then a quick Fire Staff Gap Close through there. We actually managed to get good damage on one of them, hit him with the light attack, and it downs him into the second light attack. This guy here just holding his shield up on block. We're just going to hit him with a few heavy attacks, back up, now feed him the Fire Staff at a distance, and go for the Gap Close there. Try to put some pressure on the lower health player. He's got his back to us as well, so we can actually put some really big damage into him with the guaranteed crits. But that player in his block there, I just didn't see him holding the shield up, and we bump right into him while we're trying to catch up to the other player that's now trying to get out of here. But we're just going to chase after him, showing off that speed on the Rapier. We've got the light armor dodge roll as well. We hit him with the fireball there, and I just keep going for those roll cancels. Finally, we got the Gap Closer, but he actually decides to turn around and fight us now. So I throw the Tondo bleed on him again into the evade. Go for the heavy. I just miss it, but the next heavy attack ends up landing. We get stunned by the other player there, but a great Gap Closer off the flesh into the backstab, and one of the players goes down. We just lob a fireball at him to finish him off. And now we've got our shield buddy here left, and there we just feed him the heavy attack. He is holding block way too much, and we are doing the right thing by hitting him with those heavies to drop his guard here. And there you can see he's just holding his block with the hammer out. You cannot block ranged magical attacks like that, so we're just kind of cutting through him, and I get in close with the Rapier. I want to break his guard. There you see his stamina falls. He gets stunned by the block break. We just give him another poke to finish him off, and we managed to win that fight. And now for the next fight I got here. I was actually playing with my friends and my brother, and we were just outside here fighting as many people as we could by the keep, and there was a massive army of naked players. I don't know what to say. They just didn't have clothes on. So they were really squishy, but man, did they still hit really hard. And by this point, we had actually been skirmishing with these guys for a little bit. And it's actually both the yellow and the purple faction just all in a nice naked Zerg together. And they're all chasing me down here. My friends, unfortunately, got killed by the other naked players, and we're just going to go for a little bit of kite game around this rock. And I'm not going to lie, this rock is an excellent feature to fight on if you're by yourself. You can see there, we hit this guy with a fireball into a bit of damage with the Rapier, and his health just drops. These guys are very squishy. This guy just missing us with that spear attack. That could definitely have been devastating. So we got a little lucky there, and we go for the Fire Staff Gap Closer, just hugging the side of the rocks here. And you can see we've got players running around the top as well. We go for a Gap Close through here, dropping about half that guy's hit points from just the Gap Closer. We're just going to try to chug a potion. The guy with the hammer comes around the corner. I throw a fireball on the ground. We get good damage with it. Go for the Gap Closer through them as well. And you can see a lot of these guys very, very close to dead. And they are just staying so aggressive here. They're not even stopping to heal themselves. They're just continuing to chase me. This player comes around the corner. We go for a little bit of a poke with the Rapier. Unfortunately, we don't get the damage I want. And this guy here at 1% health comes around the corner. We just hit one fireball into him. And now we've got just a few around us here still. We go for the Gap Close, just kind of using that rock to line of sight as much range damage as possible, especially these enemy fire mages. They do a ton of damage. A nice Gap Close there into the poke from behind, and we managed to take another player down, and we just kite right back behind the rock here again. trying our best to just use the supplies that we have to stay alive. And there we see a player up top. He hits us with his Rapier bleed there. We just go for the gap close. Actually managed to land it on this player here. He goes for his riposte, and we gap close through it. I don't think the riposte will hit on the gap closer. And there you see we just lob the fireball at him. Very, very squishy naked guy. He goes down. This guy with the spear just coming at us. We're just going to do our best to kind of fence him around. One of my friends has come back to help me out here, which is awesome. And this guy's very low hit points, just bleeding out. We do connect the fireball there. And I mean, we're hitting almost 900 damage heavy attacks on some of these guys. So they are really, really squishy without armor. We've got the last naked soldier left here, and he's trying to run away. We're just going to try to chase this guy down and not let him escape. And I'll be honest, these guys killed me a lot during the course of our skirmishing with them. This was just the best of the few engagements that we had. And, oh, well, at least from my perspective. But these guys hit super hard. You can see they were just taking big chunks out of our health there. And they usually just swamped us with their larger numbers, and we would just die so fast. So this was a little bit of kind of a fun fight that I wanted to share with you guys. Not super serious or anything. It did feel good to get my revenge on them, though, because they did kill me a lot with their Zerg. But anyway, I feature the top 5 battles for ESO, and I'm hoping to do some New World top 5. So if you have awesome clips from either game that you want to see featured on the channel, you guys can send that to KristoferESO@hotmail.com. Check out PvPNewWorld.com for all of your New World needs, and check out KristoferESO.com for all of your ESO needs. Give me a follow on Twitter to keep up to date with me, and follow me on Twitch if you guys want to catch some live gameplay. Check out our sponsor, What the Fast. They can give you better ping to your favorite games, free to try for the first month. A link down below for you guys. And last but not least, a massive thank you and shout out to all of my patrons on Patreon. Without you guys, I couldn't do this job, so thank you guys so much for supporting. Thank you everybody so much just for tuning in and watching as always. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Have a great night, everyone.